One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Iowa State Cyclones. Taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Iowa State's offense will get the first crack at it here. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him on.
The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. The play action fake. He's got his man across the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Working that left side now. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Boley. A little screen to the running back. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Immediately fires to the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the convert.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Houston Cougars offense will get the ball for the first time. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Going for it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The inside handoff. Turning it on.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw. It's Boley. Gets open down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Clark. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Using his legs, it's Peppers. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. Touchdown, Iowa State. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Memphis endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from the Liberty Bowl, and the Tigers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there. Past the first down marker and still running. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
And the Cougars moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got him downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. That's caught. It's Peppers. Right to crease at the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a space. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back at week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Have a day, young fellow. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and take it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Boley. Now adjusting. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Iowa State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find try anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Slithers into space. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move into first down for Houston. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Clemens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Clemens. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Houston will be forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. The give. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball support.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
Makes the catch. It's Clark. There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Cyclones! Well, this receiver is making this passing attack look like it's going against air.
No doubt, it does. It looks like it's on air. I tell you what, you got to find a way to rough this guy up a little bit. Be physical. Make sure he takes a toll instead of all these big plays he keeps making. Make him tired, physically dent him a little bit, make him have to work a little bit harder than you have been.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Here's the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Moving away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Iowa State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. Your throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cyclones! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense comes onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Oh, better look out!
The returner is tackled down at the 42, and the Iowa State offense will take
Iowa State sending the offense back out. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. To the air. It's Boley. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Peppers. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Cricket. That's caught. It's Clark. And he's brought down after a nice game. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Let's go! To the air on 1st down. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the tight end. That kind of play will get a drive started or help with field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Frederick. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To the air on second down. The throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Banks. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return.
Will take over. First and 10.
To the air, it's Boley. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Iowa State 65. Houston 0.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive. at the 16-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Makes his man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.